first of all, welcome everybody to the speaker session with Stefanie Campomilla. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, almost. I mean,
Almost.
you can like make it a little bit more Italian than it's it's
How,
nicer, like the sound.
how
Campomilla.
Campomilla. Okay, okay.
Like the Italians.
Campomilla. Okay, thank you very much for your presence in this session and for taking your time to talk about you and your path, and I'm very much looking forward to hear about your story. To everyone in the session, if you would like to ask questions, feel free to use the chat function, which is on top right side of your window. You can write in the questions in German or in English, whatever you prefer, and I will transmit them to Stefanie and she will answer them, hopefully.
I try.
Nice. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. And maybe the first question about your day. How did your day start, or how do you usually start your day when you wake up? After waking up, what is your routine? Do you have a routine?
Yeah, I do. Like, I get up and I don't use my phone. I try not to use my phone just to like hear the clock, the alarm clock, and then I get up and stretch a little bit just when you're waking up, and then I do my juice and my muesli that I take to work. And can you hear me now? Oh,
Yes, yes,
okay.
yes, I hear you.
Yes, you muted yourself. Yeah. And yeah, then I like the last few weeks I had a hard time to get up. Maybe some people feel the same way. Like winter is kind of hard for me to get up, but I try to like sit and meditate for at least 15 minutes, and then I get my shower, prepare myself to go to work. I'm working in an office, and maybe I'm lucky that I can go to the office, so I have a little bit of change. And yeah, so I walk to the office or I go by bicycle. I live in Zurich, so everything is kind of near. And yeah, today I worked. I worked the whole day, had a lunch with a friend outside, enjoyed the sun. It was really nice by the water. And then I came home and taught my yoga class, and now I'm here. Oh, in between I ate something. Otherwise I would collapse, I guess.
Perfect. So in the morning when you do this, when you do your practice, how long do you not check your phone? I mean, when is the first time you check your phone, and or why do you not use your phone, especially when you get up?
Yeah, um, when I use my phone, I get distracted. So that's why I try to not use it. Because as soon as I use my phone, I'm kind of away of my comfort zone of being with myself. And oh, okay. I didn't saw you anymore. So I was like, okay. Yeah, so I try not to
I'm
use
here. I'm
my
here.
okay. So yeah, I try to not use my phone maybe till I'm on my way to work, or before I go to work, I check my phone. It depends. If I know I have to write some people in the morning, I use my phone. So today I used my phone because I had to answer some people, but I really try to not to consume less, because last year I used my phone a lot. Like social media, WhatsApp, emails, news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and your mind is like free of all the distraction, and then you get into the meditation. It's different when you check your phone before or not. And I try to do the same every morning to avoid checking my phone until my routine is done. And what in meditation, just another question to your morning routine, is it something you're focusing on usually in the morning, or is it just trying to not focusing on anything and waiting what comes? Or what is it you're doing in the morning in your meditation?
Yeah, I just let it flow. I just let it come. I don't judge and don't try to. You know, it has some mornings that it's harder, and on others it's easier. I really just try to sit. And then I start with like my chakra practice that I can really like connect with all the 7 chakras.
Okay, and when you have this routine now in the morning, and it might have taken some places to learn this, and can you take us back to where it all started? Where did you first get in touch with something like meditation or yoga, and how did this happen to you?
Yeah, so it started like my first yoga class I ever visited was when I was 16 years old in a fitness studio, active fitness, maybe a lot of people know. So I just, by accident, I joined the class, a power yoga flow, because all the equipments were occupied. So I was like, okay, let's try it. And I kind of had a hard time. Like it was my first time ever like do stretching after several years of like a break. So a lot older people were in the class and they were super flexible. They were able to like touch the feet and like do a headstand, and I was like looking at them and okay, what am I doing here? So I have no balance and I was really struggling. And then after I went out of the class, I really felt amazing. I really had like a good feeling, and even if I was struggling during the class, I couldn't like say what it was, you know, like this feeling. I just felt good. And then I tried different classes, but also like with a lot of breaks. So I didn't do it regularly. And then like 2014, I started to practice more regularly in Zurich. And then I went traveling, and yeah, there everything like came together. So I'm talking a lot. So if people want to ask, just stop, right? And then I answer, but I just talk, okay? Is that okay?
That's perfectly fine. We'd like to hear you talk, and it's
Okay.
much better to hear you talk than me, because I'm only asking the questions. So you're bringing the content. So that's
Okay.
perfectly fine. Just whatever you feel like, talk about it.
Okay. So
For Leber, I say it mir so schön, von der Leber, from the
yeah,
Leber. I don't
for
know
the
in English.
liver.
Leber.
But I think you don't say that in English. I don't know if it has like the
I don't
same,
think so.
but yeah, we understand. So yeah, I went traveling. So I had I changed my job. Like I did an apprenticeship in a bank. So I come from a corporate um, background. I did my apprenticeship. I did the Matura, and I always worked part-time when I did like different courses to like yeah for studies. And then I started my bachelor at Winterthur, banking and finance, and I kind of had a hard time to say it's nothing for me. I don't want to do it. I really was in this path because I saw other people, they were doing it, and I thought, okay, I have to do it as well. But then, like, I changed my job and everything was a little bit too much. And back then, I was training a lot of kickboxing. I did a lot of kickboxing, and it really helped me. And also the yoga, but more regularly the kickboxing. I trained like 3 times a week, and it helped to calm down and feel my body more. And then I quit my job, I quit my studies, I quit kind of everything and booked a ticket to Thailand, like one way. Yeah, and then everything kind of like just happened. I had no plan, no clue what I'm doing. I just knew, okay, I want to do like Thai boxing. I arrived in Bangkok and then like I saw this studio Thai boxing because I come from kickboxing and I was like, okay, let's just do it. And then I went to Phuket. Like a lot of people know Phuket is famous for like Thai boxing. Yeah, and then I trained like 1.5 months. And I also had a lot of Thai massages because like my body hurt so much. I was bruised everywhere and yeah. My body didn't look so nice because it was full of bruises and I had a lot of muscle sore. So yeah. And then like my friend was, hey Steph, you cannot be alone on Christmas. Join us to Chiang Mai. We are in Chiang Mai. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. So I flew to Chiang Mai and she was, hey, do you want to learn Thai massage? Let's just book a course like traditional Thai massage. And I was like, yeah, why not? I love the massages to receive, so why not learn to give massages? And then I visited this 7 week course, or no, it was 2 weeks, and I kind of liked it. I never thought that I would like to give someone a massage. I was more a receiver kind of person. Maybe you feel the same way. And I really had a hard time to touch feet. I kind of had like this weird, oh, I don't like it. But I kind of overcome like this feeling of not being able to touch feet and also like the whole body of other people. And yeah, with that, like a whole new world opened to me. I met a lot of people that were also like Thai massage, were learning Thai massage, but also Thai massage teachers and Akra Yoga teachers. Do you know Akra Yoga? Like the partner. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I never saw that before. It was a completely different, yeah, world for me. I was in a different world in Switzerland, so everything was kind of new. I had a lot of first times of trying new things. So I just tried the acro yoga. I really loved it. I met a lot of teachers and learned from them. And then I joined a new course, Thai massage, anatomy course for 1 week or 2 weeks, and then like 2 weeks again, traditional Thai massage with yoga. And then I went to the mountains, to the Lahu village. It's also in the north of Thailand. And it's really nice, this village. Like the people are not having that much, and you're sleeping in like little houses, super simple, that actually when it's cold you're freezing. And yeah, back then I also started to like not eat any milk products anymore, and eggs, and like the vegan food. And it was hard for me at the beginning. It was really hard. I was not used to it, to like not eat kind of things. I'm allergic to milk products, but like you have alternatives in Switzerland, like lactose free. So I was not used to it, to like just not eat any milk products and no eggs and also meat. And then, I started to like change like my whole food, yeah, food path as well. And it was hard at the beginning. And yeah, I was learning Thai massage like the whole day for like 2 weeks. And then someone told me about the Circus, the Thai massage Circus. It's for 1 month in Laos. And I was lucky that I got into that circus because normally it's always booked out, fully booked. And one person decided to not go, and so like one spot opened for me, and I could go because I knew someone that was teaching there. Because you get in this community, and then everything is connected, and you know somewhere there, and then it's really easy. So I went to Laos, to this village, and yeah, I was definitely not prepared to sleep in a tent for 1 month. I had no equipment. I didn't even had a good yoga mat. So I was like just going with the flow. Okay, let's try it out. Sleep in the middle of nowhere, have no electricity, not using the phone, and I also didn't had Instagram back then. So yeah, completely out of everything. And you know, if you're like telling this to people, they're like, huh? What? You were sleeping in a tent like a whole month and you even paid for that? Are you fucking crazy? And I'm like, yes, I did. And I really enjoyed it. And you know, like you're there with like 30 or almost 40 people and you don't know them and they're from all over the world. And it's so nice to like connect with these people and learn something. It was amazing. You know, like people, like teachers from all over the world were there, like craniosacral therapy, like physiotherapists, doctors, Thai massage teachers, and you are learning from them. It's really nice. Yeah, and then I met like the teacher that really inspired me, like yoga teacher. Now I finally come to the yoga part. I'm talking. So yeah, I met Danny Paradise, and I told you when I was 16 I went to this yoga class, but I didn't get like the spiritual thing. I just did like physical. But then when I met Danny, he's like around 60 years old, and he's like one of the old yogis. He's just like bringing it that you can feel it in your heart. I don't know, I visited his class and I really felt connected to how he's teaching and what he's saying, and yeah, all the spiritual mindset of him. And then I went to Bali like after the Thai massage course, and he was also there, and I kind of had a connection that he really wanted to show me and teach me directly. And so I could like learn from him like 3 weeks. And I was also assisting him. And like this, I came into the yoga. I never thought that I would like, yeah, go this path. You know, it was something new to me. I knew it from Thai yoga massage and kickboxing. Kind of everything is connecting. And yeah, like this, I started my yoga journey. And yeah, I went to Sri Lanka. I was learning yoga from there, visited different classes, different teachers, different styles, and also then I went to India, and I really loved India. I mean, you know, like it's a hate love. India is, you can love it, you can hate it. Maybe at the beginning you're like super overwhelmed. I mean, I have never seen something like in India. So many people, and you know, here in Switzerland, you're kind of disappointed when you don't see a rubbish like after 10 meters. You're like, huh? Where can I put my rubbish? And there you don't see anything. They just throw it on the floor. And yeah, for me, it was, yeah, something super new. And I stayed in India for almost like 3 months. I got also sick. I mean, nothing like not everything is just happy, happy, happy moments. I really got sick. I lost a lot of weight. I had really problems with my belly. I mean, I tried everything, about the food. And sometimes you don't know with what kind of water they're cooking. It's maybe not that clean that we are used to here in Switzerland. But yeah, India, yeah, I miss India. I can't wait to go there as soon as it's possible again. Yeah. So after almost a year, I came back to Zurich and started to teach. But it took a little while that I started teaching yoga in Zurich. So I came back because I had my problems with my stomach. And then I started working again. Like my parents were, now you're back, you used your money, you have to stay. And I was like, no, I want to go back. I mean, what am I doing here? I really want to explore more. But yeah, then I stayed, started working again. And like you when you're in a new country, you can feel the spirit, you can see how the culture is, and also like, yeah, feel maybe it's different than here, but it's not, es braucht nicht so lange, bis du wieder zurück bist und in dieser Spirale ankommst. So it made like this, and I was almost again here as nothing ever happened from the feeling. But yeah, then I, like my teacher, Danny Paradise, I wanted actually to do like a teacher training with him, but he's not offering teacher trainings. His mindset is, everyone can be a teacher. I mean, each of us could be like a teacher if he really loves something and he wants to give his knowledge to someone and it's from the heart. You can give it. You don't need the diploma to like be a teacher if you really teach from your heart. But like I thought I need a teacher training, a certificate, and also the knowledge, and it's good. And then he like suggested me someone, Bruno Dietziker. So I started my teacher training, like a 4.5 years teacher training study course of yoga. And now I'm in my last year. So it's starting in April. Then I finish my, like, then I have 1 year more, and then I'm officially 1,200 teaching our
Wow.
yoga teacher. And
wow.
yeah, it's also, like yoga, therapeutic yoga is in there, in it, and Ernährung, like, and yeah, also like normal yoga and different yoga kind of styles are in there. And it's a journey. It's like when I started in 2018, I thought, yeah, I know it better, some things, but like it's every time it's a learning every day. And sometimes I have also a hard time to get on my yoga mat, but people are not talking about that. But I'm also struggling, and I can, when I look back to now, I can like really see the progress, and also like with the meditation it feels better. And at the beginning when I started, I also did like guided meditations, but now I really just do like my own kind of meditation, how I feel, like just sit and try to feel the stillness in me, and also let it be with all the thoughts that are maybe coming up. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. There's a question coming in.
It is schon wieder weg.
Okay, two questions.
Okay, the first one, where can I look at the questions?
It's when you on the right top hand side of you have like a chat sign, or I can ask them to you if that's okay. You can also lean back and I will ask them.
Oh no, I saw it now.
Yeah.
Hast du nach deiner Rückkehr von deiner Reise noch Kickboxen, Thai-Boxen gemacht? Machst du noch Kampfsport? Yes, I did. I did. I kept going, but also like I saw the second question. So I came back and I worked 100% in the office and started my yoga Ausbildung. Now I don't have the word right now, but I think you get it. So I did like that, and it's every fourth or fifth week. It's the whole weekend. It's like teacher training, and twice a year you have like one whole week of teacher training. So it's kind of a lot when you're working and doing that part-time. And yeah, I thought it was not enough, as I'm here as well in Switzerland for sure 4 or 5 years. I want to keep going with my bachelor degree. So I started again to do my studies. So right now I started a new job in February. So I'm working 80%. I'm working 4 days. And yeah, I do my studies. So like my bachelor always on Saturday, because it's actually the studies is made that you could like work 100%, but I work 80%. And yeah, I do my yoga teacher training, and I also teach yoga twice, and some private classes and sometimes massages. So no, to your question about the kickboxing, right now I don't have time for that, but I would love to, but right now I just don't have like the force to do that as well because of the time capacity.
Thank you.
Oh.
So you raised the hand. So I think the second question is also how do you balance? How do you balance? I mean, how do you balance all this? I mean, it sounds like a lot, and it's funny because maybe one story I made an apprenticeship in the bank too, and I was working 100%, and I was studying banking and finance. But so at one point it was really too much for me and my body, and that's when all gets started with yoga. And but how do you manage this now? That's a really good question from Alina.
Yeah, so like for example, last week I really had a hard time to just connect with myself, and I felt tired. I maybe also felt a lot the full moon. I'm one of this person that really feels the moon, and so yeah, last week I didn't felt so good, and yeah, I also felt a little bit down. I also have that. I mean, we are all humans, and just a lot of people don't like to talk about that. And what I do in these moments when I feel this feeling, I try to connect to nature. I go for a walk, and also like now it's nice weather, so I really love to take off my shoes and walk in the grass. It sounds weird for some people, but for me it's like something I really need, to like connect with nature. And then for me this is kind of a meditation. I really feel connected with earth or with water, and also I can breathe better when I'm outside, and I just close my eyes, and I kind of can calm down. And also I force myself to sit in meditation. um, on the weekend, like last weekend, I had teacher training, and on Saturday I had a hard time to sit. And on Sunday, it was a lot better, maybe because the full moon night was over finally. And yeah, so one of the teachers that was teaching, he's a meditation teacher, and he did like this chakra meditation and like the chanting, and I could like really ground. That helped me a lot. So I also practice yoga to calm down, you know, even if it's like 10 till a half hour, and move.
Thank you. One question to your time when you quit your job and you got out like for travels, and you discovered. It sounds like you discovered not only cultures, you discovered also a little bit of your or a lot of yourself. How long did it take you to take this decision? And from the moment you felt it, you need to do it until you really went for it to get out of it and to find out more about you.
What do you mean about like quitting my job?
Quitting your job, yes.
You know, like I was really unhappy with my job because I didn't had like the team I was hoping for, or the boss that I was hoping for, and I couldn't talk to anyone because, you know, like my friends, they were not there with me. They couldn't feel it, you know, how I felt. So yeah, I woke up one morning and I was like, you know, I just quit. I didn't talk to anyone. I just wrote the letter. I gave it to the office and I was like, okay, goodbye. I'm going. You know, I don't feel like staying. And I was shocked, you know, about myself that I was capable of doing that. And yeah, I started to like sell my things, like my clothes. I had a lot of clothes, but I still have too many things. But yeah, it felt so good to like go to the market, Bürkliplatz, and sell like things. And I earned some money. I bought myself a camera that I took with me to travel. Yeah, so everything at all took like maybe 2 months. At no, 3 months. No, 2 months, 2 months. So I quit in September, and I had like 1 month of Kündigungsfrist, and I went for traveling in November, at the beginning of November. And the funniest thing was that like my friend, when I did like my goodbye party for traveling, they started to do like wetten, how long I will stay away. Wette. Sie haben Wetten
Okay. How
abgeschlossen.
long you were going to stay? Okay.
Yeah. So they were all like, yeah, for sure, you're just staying like 2 months maximum, and then you have like enough of being alone, and you can for sure not stay alone, and you get annoyed, and what are you doing there? And I was like, yeah, you will see.
You proved them all
And yeah,
wrong.
that yeah, I mean, I stayed a year. You know, also my parents, they were like, what are you doing? Why are you going with one backpack? And yeah. And you know, also something like I told you, I told you all, I had a lot of first times while I was traveling. So for example, I never saw like, how is it, shooting stars. So it was like my first time I saw shooting stars, maybe because I was never aware of just taking the time to look up in the sky and just wait. I mean, in summer in Switzerland, you can also see some in the mountains. I mean, okay, I just saw one then when I was back in Switzerland shooting stars. But in Laos, I saw like five at a time at that night, and it was like crazy. I was like, oh my God, was this real? And it was already away. But yeah, this was one of my first times. And also, like, I always wanted to play guitar. I really had like this wish of like learning to play guitar. And like my mom had, I mean, I grew up with my mom. My parents are divorced, and yeah, my mom didn't have like the money to like support me to like also start learning guitar. And it was always a wish of mine. And I had like this kind of dream, this cheesy dream, like a guy is playing for me guitar at the beach and it's super romantic with sunset. Yeah, so it never happened. So I thought, why not buying me a guitar for myself and do the wish for myself to play for other people with the guitar. So I bought that guitar in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, and the guitar came with me to all the countries. And the funniest thing of all is that I'm still not the best player on the guitar, but when I was traveling, a lot of people saw my guitar, and this was kind of a connection to some new people that they were, oh, I can show you something, and they started playing, and we connected with other people, and yeah, it was really nice.
What's your favorite song to play?
Yeah, as I told you, I'm really not that good. I should really start taking classes. Like I just do a little bit of jamming.
Do you
You're a
sing?
musician, right? Yeah, I do sing. I bought myself a harmonium as well. I saw that in India and I saw people playing it, and also the chanting and the mantra chanting. It was really nice for me to see that, and I thought, okay, I just buy one, and I bought one last year. And I do that now for myself. I practice with the harmonium. It's actually a lot easier than guitar. Like I have one with strings, and like my fingers, they really hurt when I try to play, and it takes a long time till it sounds kind of good. And with a harmonium or a clavier, it's easier because you just have to push the button.
But still, you need both hands with the harmonium too, because you need to
Yeah, that's
fill it
true.
with air, and with the other hand you have to play,
Yeah.
and you have to sing. It's still three things you have to do at the same time.
Yeah, that's
So it's
true.
not easy at all. So,
Yeah, but it's also with the guitar, you use both hands and you have to sing and the rhythm, and it also you have to like really find the right tone.
yesterday I just watched a documentary of Krishna Das because we were interviewing him as well, and it's very interesting to see also his journey of how it went and his experiences in India. Did you have plans to go to India already, or have had to been cancelled, or not?
Yeah, like I finished my other job and like changed my job, so I had like a gap in between, like in December, so December till January, and I wanted to go somewhere, but yeah, was not really happening. Can you still hear me?
Yes, but I have like a strange voice, not a voice, but sounding like bees flying around here. Do you have that too, or is that just me? Okay, then it's okay.
No, I don't have bees in my room.
No, I think it was just in my earphones,
Okay.
or maybe it's my computer making strange noise.
Okay. I cannot hear it. I just can hear like a summing with Rusche.
Yeah, that's what
But
I
it's
thought.
maybe because you're on, I don't know. It's better when you turn it off.
Yes. So you have to talk.
Oh.
Does anyone have any questions? You can also write them into the chat or just unmute your microphone and talk directly to Stefanie, whatever you wish.
Nobody has any questions. Maybe because I just talk a lot. So have you already like experienced, like Alina, I guess, asked, right?
Yes.
So like did yours. Okay. So when I started to teach, like my first class thought was in Sri Lanka, and I had no teacher training, no certificate. I was just like coming from Bali when I learned from Danny Paradise, and I just did like my own practice, and people from the hostel just joined. They were like, "Oh, so cool. Can I just join? Can you show me something?" As I said before, it just came from my heart and from my knowledge, and I just gave it to them what I knew and what it felt good in my body. So I just started like that. And when I came back 2000 and yeah, end of 2017, then in summer 2018 I started to teach outside. I mean, I practiced for myself, and then like my friends were curious, and they were like, "Oh, can I like join and look how you teach or what you're doing? Can you show me?" And then I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." So I had like three people, and I was super nervous. And I yeah, just printed out some some positions that I wanted to teach. Like I choose like three positions that I really want to focus, like downward facing dog, warrior one, warrior two, and then I thought like the sun salutation A and B, and yeah, that was actually what I thought in the first of my classes, like super simple, but yeah, it kind of helped me to get my nerve meine Nervosität. So yeah, so I just started like that, and then a friend of mine, she kind of like put me in the cold water. Can you say that like this? Das kalte Wasser gerührt. And she was like, "Hey, Steph, I would like to practice with you yoga." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then she was like, "Oh, other friends of mine are also joining." And then we were like 6 people, and we did that in a friend of mine's studio, like gym, Go Personal. And so in the Enge, so we did that in there, and it was really nice. It was so fun, and I just thought what I knew. It was my first time like officially teaching, and some people then did a story, and like this it just started. And then friends of mine were, "Oh, you're teaching yoga, can I join?" And then yeah, like this it just happened. And at the beginning I was doing it for free for like 2 or 3 months, and then I like started to ask for money, because I felt like that I'm giving, and some energy of mine just went away. So I really, yeah, es hat mich so ein bisschen ausgelaugt, weil ich nur gegeben hatte. And like that, I asked for money, but um, yeah, it took me a while, and I didn't felt comfortable of asking for money at the beginning, because I didn't have like an official certificate. So I was like, "Oh, can I ask for money or not? Is that okay?" But yeah, so like this. I don't know if it helped you, like my answer. Otherwise, you can like ask other questions too.
What do you do? Do you have anything you can do when you are nervous? Like you said, you were nervous when you started teaching. Did you find Do you still have that when you teach like in front of 20, 30 people? If so,
Yes.
what can you do against it, or how do you handle it?
Yeah, so what I do also when I'm nervous, when I have an exam or something, I take my fingers and put it to like my brustkorb front, and I just do like this, that I can like hear, like the sound, and it really calms me down, and I just breathe into my belly like 5 till 10 times. So for me, this is helping, like breathing.
And also, I have a question for all the people, of course. When and where do you teach online? So, I mean, those people who maybe have not practiced with you yet, like, would you share, like, which, or do you have any? I know you have amazing specials also always. Like, I don't know anyone like Steph who has the like beautiful, collabs, and I think just attracting really nice and interesting people as well to do beautiful collabs. So maybe for the community, just if you have anything cooking or however you say, or
Oh,
just your
yeah,
regular classes, maybe you can share that so they can also take your class or take your
sure.
special.
Yeah, so at the moment, like specials are kind of hard. I mean, now we can go outside and we can practice outside, but at the end of the week it's cold again. So I always teach on Tuesday and Wednesday evening. You can also see it on Instagram or on my website, but my website is in the making, so I kind of changed some things. So maybe it's not working right now. Not sure yet because I'm not doing it myself. So Tuesday at 6 till 7 and Wednesday from 7 to 8. At the moment, I'm teaching twice a week, and some people know already. I also have like these special events. I had that ones last year, like plant yoga or yoga and grill, like outside. Like everyone brings his thing that he wants to put on the grill, and then we do yoga before, and I had some goodies, or like yoga and poke. This is kind of like my baby. Friend of mine like created Kaizen, and like with two of them, like with one I did my apprenticeship, and with the other I know like also from school. So it's fun, and that actually, they also did their own thing, and like that we thought, hey, why not doing something together, create something cool for people, to like build a community, to like people that love food and love to move and try something new. Like a lot of people that are coming to the events have never practiced yoga before.
Mhm.
And yeah, so like this they can like get to know it better and get a feeling also how I'm teaching, and like this they can get like this feeling, and other people can talk with each other. I mean, right now it's hard. So yeah, so it's not happening. I mean, we planned events, but
Sure.
we didn't promote it because yeah, right now it's hard. And yeah, and we also wanted to do something together, Nina.
We
But
will, we
we
will,
will, we will,
we will.
we will.
Let's
I
let's let's do it as this. It's like a little promise to the community as well now that we will
yeah,
meet each other like this. So yeah, definitely. No, no, no,
yeah.
for sure. And also, I mean, a big compliment to you. Like, we really love the work that you do. And also, if we don't know each other very well, but we've met. But still, like the energy that you share and everything, and your kind personality is really sweet to hear you talk about your path as well. It's
Yeah.
inspiring, and also for us, like everyone has such a different, journey and different things that brought them into toward, or well, toward what you become now or what you are now. And so thanks a lot for your valuable insight.
Yeah, thank you. And also maybe some people saw it in my story. I mean, I don't have it now here. I could like get it in the other room. I
Your
did
eye
like
pillow?
yes,
Yes.
I just gonna get it. 1 second. Wait, I mute myself, otherwise you can hear my
She's like creating. I think
Can
together
you
with
mute me? Can you mute me so I just
Of
get it?
course, of course, of
Oh,
course.
thank you.
I think together with her mama, she does like amazing creative work, like handmade eye pillows and little bags out of like everything handmade. So I think she wanted to show her newest baby, many babies. So good. Yeah.
How is it to teach outside in Zurich anyways? If you want to do teachings outside, you can just do it. Or no, let's just stay with you. I will unmute you or try it. Oh, I cannot. You have to unmute yourself, Stefanie.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
I get it. So, yeah, this is the eye pillow. So, I just love it when I'm in Shavasana to like put it on my eyes. And yeah, I created that with my mom. Like my mom, she's an artist. It's crazy what she's actually capable of doing. Just to show you, like I but like I had this like nice Klangschale
Singing
and my
bowl.
singing bowl, and my mom, she made like that to like kind of put that on it. So she's like really an artist. And so now we did that for an online event for Aveda, like that we can like that I can give something to the people that were invited to this event. And yeah, so now I have some pillows at home to sell. And it's like my mom, she really loves to create it with me. And she also like was a sewing, I guess it's called, man. She was doing my clothes also when I was younger. So also on my events I do like little bags to like being able to put the things inside that we are giving away.
What's inside the pillow? Is it hirse or what do you?
It's amaranth and
Ah,
lavender.
it
The
smells as well. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it smells, and it's actually you have like two parts, so you can like wash the outside.
Okay, I would like to have one now.
Okay, what color?
Yeah, can I see it online somewhere?
Like each one is like a
Unique.
special, unique.
Oh, okay.
So like we are doing that with like, as it was hard like the last months to buy fabrics. Like my mom knows people that have like rests of fabrics, like little pieces, and she was able to get them. And so like each one is unique. So this is
If there
actually, yeah,
if
sorry.
there's one with the birds, you have to get him the one with the birds.
Okay,
Yeah. Or the
sure.
guitar.
Yeah,
The
no,
guitar,
no,
okay.
no. Can you take pictures for me from them, or can I see them somewhere to
Yeah,
to
sure.
decide?
Like my mom is sending me the pillows this week because she's not living in Zurich. So, and it's easier, to send it by post than by mail than like get it. But I will send you a picture as soon as I have them. Then you can
Thank you.
choose.
Thank you.
Yeah, and about teaching outside, Nina, you thought today or you will?
I thought about just, to get it started again, but it's a bit like, you know, maybe it's gonna get cool again. But I thought
Mm,
like the last couple of days were so warm, and especially like if the sun is really shining up on you, then you can easily stay in your pullover and practice. And I'm gonna check it out tomorrow morning, just to see how it is, and then yeah, I think just building up slowly. It's a bit difficult to plan, as you said before.
mhm.
Like uh, you know, it's more gonna be a little jammy and spontaneous thing for whoever is ready in the community to just have that time right now. Or yeah, I'm not decide. I didn't decide yet. like which times and stuff. So what about you?
Yeah, I also like just spread it, and people were like, "Oh, let me know when you're like teaching outside." But as at the end of the week, it's getting cold again. So, and as you said, like with a pullover, it's okay, like at lunchtime. But then I'm working, so it's kind of hard to teach a class for me, and at night it's still cold. So right now, I'm like not teaching one this week. Maybe as soon as it's warm again, I will, and just share it on Instagram
Yeah, so we
or
should we
what.
should wish for a lot of sun, especially in the next couple of
Yes.
weeks, and good decisions from the health ministry for the end of March, beginning of
Yes,
April, and then for
definitely.
sure we'll meet somewhere on the meadows at the
Yes.
lake.
To have a nice cup of coffee, right?
That would be nice.
Mm. But you're living in Bern, oder? You're not living in Zurich.
Did you ask me?
Yes.
Yes, I live
Matt.
in Bern.
Yeah.
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 But I'm sometimes in Zurich. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm gonna make it
Yes.
for a happening one day. But at the moment, I'm not traveling a lot. I was just in a train on the weekend, and it was kind of weird because it felt like the first time this year to be on a train.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So yes, if there's any question you would like to ask to Stefanie, feel free now, or also questions to us, Spirit Bird, about our project, or to Nina, or to me, or to anyone in the group. Okay. So otherwise, thank you very much for joining tonight. The next speaker session will be on Thursday, and we have a Zen nun for the speaker session. So she's a teacher, she's a teacher in a Zen house close to Bern. It's called Zen Com. So Zen Com. Thank you, Nina. It's in the chat now, and she's teaching Zen meditation, and she's a coach and mental. She's many things, and I went to a course with her. How do you say that? With her partner, but he's 30 years older, and they have this house together to teach Zen meditation, and it's very interesting. I'm looking forward also to talk to her about her story and about her getting onto this or getting into Zen meditation and all about Zen. So same time Thursday if you'd like to join. And next week we also have a few people also already on the list. So we're going to do this the next few weeks, I think 1 or 2 times. We will always let you know on Instagram, on our homepage, and everywhere.
Yes, and thank you everyone
Thank
who
you.
contributed. Not to
Yes.
be forgotten. Thanks so much. We made it. Thanks to all of you. Yes. Hey, that was we were talking today. We were like we were happy that those days are over. Somehow it was like up and down, and then whoosh, yeah, we made it. Thanks so much to each and every one of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, and we hope to provide you with the first Spirit Bird version as soon as possible. Especially for courses outside in summer, it would be very nice to have something to share. And we're working on it. And
yes, and we're also collecting, like if you know people who are offering outside, like any kind of teacher who would like to be part as well in which way ever, like maybe with just a class or with an outdoor idea, we'll help you to put it out there, to spread the bird.
great. So I would say good night to everyone. Thanks again, Stefanie.
Yeah,
Thanks
you.
so much.
for your opening up with your whole story. It's very nice to hear it and very inspiring. And I hope to see you all soon in face to face.
Yes,
I really do.
definitely.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Good night,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Danke
Thank you,
vielmals.
Bye bye.
Stefanie.
Merci
Danke,
auch.
Auna.
Tschüss. Tschüss zusammen.
Tschüss zusammen.